basket and all of our conveyor and all of our stuff where we can rotate this, figure out how to do that, okay? We don't have to manipulate the robot as much as the other guys do, because you're on a slick floor. That's our disadvantage, okay? But then you can take this and you can turn, and let's say the guy's over here where you're at with a trailer, our opponent, we can turn over there and dump our basket into his thing. Or we can turn over here and dump it over here. We don't have to, everybody else is going to want to try to manipulate. We don't have to manipulate.
All you have to do is get close enough.
Exactly.
So you're saying that the tracks and the bottom of the robot stay still. The Rio and everything on top
moves.
Just like this.
We don't even.
Just like
That's
this.
a good idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then that way we don't have to.
And we have all the weight on the wheels.
You have all the weight on the wheels, so we can still, you know, we're still going to have to travel. And we're still going to go with the idea that if you can capture as many of the moon rocks as we need to capture, all right, and then you can go up to the corner and open your thing up and just push them in.
How did we?
Wires are fine.
The wires are on the rotating board.
No,
We're taking this one.
No, look at this. Look at this.
The wires are actually very easy to transfer.
Everything is up here.
Yeah, he's talking about the wires going down to the motor.
Serial
Okay.
to the motors.
Okay.
That you just have little
Yeah.
rings of wires going
Right.
around, and you have a contact that's just constant.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
You got
is-
any ideas? You're looking. You're.
Well,
Well-
I can get a hold of the battery.
I'm just wondering how feasible it is. Me at least.
They have an arm. You can allocate motors to do that. You gotta allocate time.
You can't do it with pneumatics
Yeah.
We do it with pneumatics.
because we're
See,
limited. how many
this is all.
what we can do is use-
This is all hydraulics, and we have pneumatics.
So this robot has an onboard charge bottle.
No,
Oh,
we
yeah,
have,
that
compressor.
we have a
compressor.
compressor. A very small, about that big by that big, is kind of heavy, but it's an onboard compressor.
But we could.
Off the battery.
It's off the battery.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We're gonna have the compressor, the pistons, and the wheels that we're gonna have to. And if we're talking about the conveyor belt, that's gonna be a lot of power.
Wait, where exactly? How
we can
exactly
only
do you
have
want the
12
conveyor belt to work?
volts.
Like, where would it be? Like, for example, if this was the robot. Where would it be?
And yeah, only one, and we're still trying to figure out if we can get a different.
We'll have
battery
to figure out how we can grab the.
have more power.
Well, actually,
You know, like maybe in this position, the conveyor will be above whatever push guard we have. All right, so that the conveyor will have to have something that'll grab the balls and put it on a conveyor like this or something. You know what I mean?
But where would they go then? Like in a little
Into
basket?
you were talking about your little maze with the ball at the mall. The balls that run around at the mall.
Oh, okay.
All right, same type of thing in reverse. Instead of going down,
They go up.
they go up.
Okay.
We'll have
So, but then how do we dump them into the enemy robots? How do we dump them into the other robots?
just do it with pneumatics. We
But I mean, like, would they be tossed out or just dropped in?
just dump the whole basket. We want to get like
Like the one in the animation, right?
yeah. If you got 10 of those in our basket,
Yeah.
okay,
120 max.
you get up next to the other robot and dump 10 of them onto the trailer.
Okay.
All right.
So
On the law of averages, you're going to get at least 5 in.
Yeah.
All right.
Big balls.
Yeah.
And if you may get
What
10
if-
in.
What if we do something almost exactly like this, only in the back it has like a basket, like how you're saying,
Right.
and then all we have to do is just grab next to them, turn the robot to this side, for example, the robot's on this side, and then just dump them all in.
Or we could
So basically, something like this, but with like a garbage truck thing in the back.
we could have our arms
running.
I think the person who should have a compressor.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you use a grapple like this,
I'm wondering what type of
Have it
battery
so the
we're
compressor
going to
only
build,
turns
we're
on
going to
when we
fabricate,
need to.
but we can use
And
it.
the conveyor.
You can get it like where if you make it big
But they
enough,
can't be all at the same time.
you can. We've got 2 challenges. First of all, we've got to build a prototype trailer.
No, we
And
have
we
to
have
control
the
it.
dimensions of that, do we not?
I'm not there.
Because
turn on and pay.
Do we have
We
the,
can't.
I'm everything else.
Okay, conveyor belt
do
would
we have the
work,
dimensions of the trailer?
but the compressor.
We could get it.
We
probably.
have
Yes,
it on the
we
paper.
do.
Yeah, we do.
We have very specific dimensions. The only problem is I was looking for a specific weight, so we could just make a trailer
Yeah.
with just the weight.
We don't care about the weight.
Well,
I
so
do.
we don't have. Yeah.
You know what? You do or don't?
No.
It kind of all depends on the weight, like what motors we're using, and if we can use. Yeah. But I think we solved the whole energy consumption thing. Is if we have the compressors that it automatically turns on and off, the conveyor belt turns on and off when we need it to.
Right.
It'll be saving like a whole lot.
Right.
Does it say
know,
we can
if
have a
you
limited
store-
amount of batteries?
We can have only one battery, and we have a specific amount of PSI.
But I think that
Oh,
if
what
you-
about CO2 bottles? I've got little CO2 bottles that have 3,200 pounds in them that are no bigger than this.
they have PSI
There's-
limitations.
We have PSI limitations, and also it
Well,
says
that's
that
all
we
right.
can
It's
only-
regulated. You use a regulation. But what I'm telling you is,
But-
you have the same volume in this little bottle as you do in
Wouldn't that
the
be
big
greater
bottle.
PSI?
But they also have specific
Yes.
containers that we
Yeah,
have
but
to
you use a regulator to bring it down.
We can't
Same
use
thing
our
as on my
We can't
kids.
use our own, and
I don't
we have
understand that kind
we
of
have to use specific air containers, and we have to use specific PSI in those containers. We can't use any other containers. I've already checked all this.
What's the highest PSI we can use?
It's okay. It's 120, but they require that we run only on 60 PSI. I'm still kind of confused about the whole thing, but
You have a really
it seems
good
that the limit is
valve.
60 PSI.
Yeah.
What keeps striking me is